Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Disco Elysium. We're here, day 5 in game. We're getting closer to finding this Ruby character, the final hardy boy, girl, whoever they are. We need to figure out who she is, where she is. I'm guessing she may be in this church that we're coming up to, but we'll see what happens. We've got Twitch chat up above my head here. There's going to be Entity Sparks right now and Florida Panther that I saw in here. Rustic Fire will show up because they normally do. And, let's see, Entity Sparks says, subscribe to the Black Belt Barber or else. That's right. On YouTube. If you're already watching this, just hit that subscribe button. It's free, it doesn't hurt nothing, it's good stuff. And we just passed 50 subs on YouTube recently, so I'm stoked about that. I gotta do something special for that here soon. That's gonna happen one of these days. It'll be a nice, fun video, whatever it may be. It might even be a YouTube live stream, who knows? But anyways, let's jump into this game again. I think we're just outside of a tent. Yeah, there we are. Alright. Backyard roll. We might be able to do the conceptualization one, so, soon. Which is very hard to do. Alright, let's go in here. There's some crazy music going on.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
By the way, Florida Panther, if you're still here, this game is almost all like dialogue-based, text-based. It's really, really cool. But there's all narration for like everything, so it's really awesome. And anybody on YouTube who's just watching this first, there's not a lot of action per se, but there's a lot of like roles for like conceptualization, electrochemistry. It'll make more sense as we play more.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
Points to the lieutenant. We barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
All right, Kim.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
He just for you to squeeze in. All right, going in solo. Ooh. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. These guys are pretty cool. Pile of nasal sprays. Brand name Nosafed Ultra. Canister is filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. Oh. Speaking of the big kind they use for live music.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
All right, Andre.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Shake his hand.
His grip is
Get the
strong,
respect.
sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
Okay.
This is my posse, Noid.
Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you
big guy there.
suspiciously.
What's up, Rustic? How you doing?
And Egghead.
Really good. What's new, man? I am almost done with my commercial driver school. I just need to take my test to get my CDL Class A license. And other than that, I've hit 352 followers here on Twitch and 50 subs on YouTube, so things are going pretty good, honestly.
Egg!
Oh, that's Egghead right there? The tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably anodic music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Artisan for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
That's true.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. The place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
See, awesome. I got a new YouTube account a while back. Let me go sub to your channel real quick. Alright, there should be a link in the chat somewhere in here. But it's still the same name, the Black Belt Barber.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
I'm talking about the church.
Enough histrionics. What are you
and
talking
I'm not
about?
exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
I want to get in there.
Dopeheads! Burnouts!
He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad
Yeah.
to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Strike that! The world!
The world!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are.
Look. Hey, what's up, Tavon? How you doing? Look, none of those dopeheads and burnouts can compare to my character in this game, who is horribly underdoped at the moment.
Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I don't know, I'm a bit of a dopehead myself. I won't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. Shake your head gravely. Lost all the emotes I had? It's because your sub ran out. Hopefully somebody gifts you another one soon, Tavon. I feel like you may be laying this on a bit thick. What's really so bad about these dopeheads and
They're
burnouts?
spooky.
What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
Sounds about right.
People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
You're embarrassing yourself. Who, me? I subbed you now at 52. Yes. Thanks, Florida Panther. Everybody who's watching on YouTube, take it from Florida Panther. Go ahead and drop that sub. It's pretty cool. Sub is down below the video, as is tradition.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the ecclesiastics meant their property for.
Yvonne, I think my brain stopped. Rustic Fryer. Lack of substance use is hazardous to your health. Well, I mean, that's true. In this game. I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
He claps his hands enthusiastically.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Alright, Estelle told me Noid put the padlock on the door. Why?
Oh, so you met her. Good, good.
He's not as glad as he would like you to think. There's concern in his voice.
I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Oh. The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden cool infused move, tossing it in your general direction. Okay, we're all good here. Okay. It's reaction speed. Bop.
You
Got
sense
it.
the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Bask in the glory.
The young man with ribcage-shaped suspenders looks at you, standing there, with a goofy grin on your face. The word august,
There we go.
used as an adjective. That's how
Electrochemistry.
cool it feels to be old and cool in the eyes of the young. Let's face it, you're near death, yet bathed in the golden rays of stately grandeur, like a late summer's day,
Like
like
a
a
daddy-o. Yeah, electrochemistry.
like a tequila sunset.
No, none of this Tequila Sunset business has gotten me to death's door. Damn right, I am Tequila Sunset. Arriba.
Of course you are. It's too late to be a tequila sunrise now. There will be no sunrise. Not
Hey.
for you.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
He shrugs. I can be sure they haven't starved to death.
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better be, Andre.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
I mean, it's pretty hardcore, just saying.
Me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over another person. I'm not the one with the violence monopoly here.
You are. I'm glad that key is out of my hands now.
Right, other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's
Who-
do it.
Who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved.
Well, there's also the machinery.
He leans in for emphasis.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
Okay.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has
Oh.
wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
It's Ruby. It's gotta be Ruby.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
The other one. Oh gosh.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Alright, later, Tavon. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was something greater.
But you haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church a couple of times, and we
Okay.
felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
Let's see. The woman, red hair maybe? A lorry woman?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Come on,
But not
Andre.
really. Brown hair. Old. Heavy, dark signs.
The other one asks. So which one is it?
What Noid said.
Come
So
on.
brown and older, Ruby might have dyed her hair, though it seems like a stretch at this point.
What was that about some thing watching you?
Like, you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Human.
Non-human means a predator.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
Crab man.
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Ambush behavior. Crab man.
Crab man!
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. A cell was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Rustic says, for some reason I feel really tired today, more tired than I felt in a very long time. I've had those days. I totally understand it. If you need to crash early, you know where to find the video, you know?
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Entity hidden with a pea crow bed. Can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
Alright, electrochemistry. Jacked up to some snuff
It
station?
means like one of those rich boy private radio stations, where you can listen to people getting killed on and jerk off to it. Sick shit.
Web Labs, exciting day 5, in for a treat. That's right. We're having some fun here, Web Labs. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Also say hi to YouTube. They're going to be able to see your chats up here.
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
He appears sincere enough, sire. You could, of course, be wrong.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more.
So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dopeheads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Why not? Let's go with that.
I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument. Oh, we got a rhetoric failure. Goodness gracious.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
He makes little quotation marks with his fingers when he says technology. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
You mentioned some kind ecclesiastes own the church. Who are these ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor name for the founding party. Thought
Okay.
it'd be cool to use it.
Before we go on, what do you mean by meteorin?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi. On the Muindi Isla.
Muindi. He looks at you, squinting his eyes to see if you're kidding. Oh, the founding party. I do know them, but can you refresh my memory?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a
Who is
precise
this guy?
definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And
And they have roots in ancient mass society.
he
And
pauses.
they're the custodians of the Pericanassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system, no?
Innocentic? It doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church.
You're totally wrong about that.
He shakes his head.
The Pericanassian Church is about love, and Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We
Egghead.
dance.
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Egghead, stop.
Unity.
Unity.
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod as if it's obvious you will now break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the bass, as if testing the waters.
No words. Enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What's a posse?
Your posse's like your people, man. Like you got your cup posse. You look out for each other and you party together. That's a posse.
And where is your posse, detective? Nothing comes to you. The world is silent.
Sounds like you're just saying random things. Love, posse, make noise.
Are we?
He looks at you mysteriously.
Yeah!
One with the large head really enjoys it when his friend gets mysterious. I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around.
He nods at his
You're
friend,
getting it.
then turns to you with a mischievous grin. I now understand. It was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Nordic music is about love, and so is the Pericanassian Church.
Yeah! Yakokata, the place to be.
Yakokata, what the heck? Ganon, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Say hi to YouTube.
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
Thank you for the follow, Weblabs.
Weblabs is now following. Welcome to the dojo.
Welcome to the dojo. Thank you so much for the follow, Weblabs. I really appreciate it. You're awesome. Let's see, his friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
Weblabs, are you suggesting that I say that in the tone of Mojo Jojo? Dojo Jojo. Like that? Ganon says, hey, YouTube.
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
See, recently just played through the 4422 stats. I got 3253. That's my stats right there, with emphasis on electrochemistry. Really haven't put much into intellect. We're not the most intellectual type in this game, but we certainly are physical. It's a very unique. Let's see, like Mojo Jojo or WE from Cartoon Network. Exactly. Or whatever. That's it. I know the acronym. I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
And it's distilled, too.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say. If you need brains, just take drugs. That's right, that's all I need to do. Rustic's got it. Load up on speed, cigarettes, and alcohol. Which, children, if you're watching this, please do not do drugs in the same intensity that my character does in this game, okay? Or at all. Cheaper than college. That's what they say. At least in the short run, Rustic.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
Hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
Picks up a piece of telephone cord and inspects it. Wait, I also smell ether. Why?
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No,
It's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. A shrug is good enough for us.
Come on, logic.
Why say it when you can shrug it?
What's with all the Nosafed?
The what now?
Leans in to hear you better, pointed at the bottles of nasal spray. In the corner, the Nosafed Ultra. You have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra. We,
He's like an actor. Look into the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection.
Uh-huh.
Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
Sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Noser
That's
Fed's
energetically.
doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Can I have some? I have some nose problems too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
He picks one up from the corner and hands it to you. Alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Godly logic. Alright.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
It's not really what he said, but okay. So, very fun part about this. Or I should say, kind of fun part. Gonna do this. It's doing the thing. Take those off. Put those back on. Where's my click? Take a hit. There we go. Alright. Need that. Clothes. We need logic. Where's my good logic stuff? Logic. Rhetoric. We need logic. Oh, not the Samaritan hat. People does better. What's removing logic from me? Oh, those are taking logic away. Okay. There we go. Bop. Just that. Need to up the logic big time. There's logic. Koliev jacket. Just this guy watching us change clothes, and just this random dude changing clothes in front of these guys. Like, it's no big deal. Yeah, that'll work, I think. All right, you sir.
Hi again. So,
Hey, yeah,
how
that's
things going?
better.
As always, we'll be.
Okay, let's talk to
So
Noid
you had a
first.
talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign.
Sign?
Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man.
Aha.
Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Continues to rearrange his tools. What's up, Spanky? Welcome to the stream. Spanky, say hi to YouTube. What's the biggest tip you've ever received? Biggest tip I've ever received? I think $10, Florida Panther. I think that's the most that I've ever received on here. Now, what is that? Oh, no gifts. Spanky, that's alright. Yeah, I think $10 was the largest one I've ever received so far, Florida. Let's see, I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Yeah, Spanky, you on the YouTubes.
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Let's see, why describe it if you already know what I mean? Well, okay, it's a yellow circle, human face with X's for eyes and a smile underneath. I think the X's mean the guy is dead.
Good. What did you want to know?
Likes what he's hearing. Just saw that emoji, I wanted to see what it is. Ah, gotcha. I don't know who it's from. Let's see, was I right? Is it... What did you want to know? I think we... was I right? Is it a dead guy smiling?
Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right.
Ah.
And I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
Why do you think that's so?
We're all the same. Same eyes, same smiles, same death.
Okay, what does it
He
mean?
defeated history.
Okay.
We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life.
This
are
guy's
the
being
hardcore.
deep.
The hardcore expels death.
Thought that was the mist, the fog, whatever it is.
Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
Space says Flow Rider.
Or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it.
Could also be drugged out of his mind.
Or drunk. Or in a clinical coma.
There we go.
Or glad to be dead. But those versions suck.
I think we've exhausted the subject for now.
I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
What about now? Are the signs all right now?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
Stage gamma disalign. Okay.
You heard me.
He examines the small metal bolt in his hand. Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched.
Good.
You can still do sick shit with it though.
He's on our side.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
The supernatural, so you think it's real, that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders,
The pale,
pretending
that's
to
it.
be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
He picks up some sort of widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us.
Okay.
One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
Okay, maybe I'll come back later. Alright, Egghead.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up
Let's
a
see what
Harman
he does.
Welsh tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Uh-oh.
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
Alright!
Of the night!
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Is there a right
The
way?
young man with
This is hardcore.
Is
It's
it?
hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibbity, skibber danger. I am the rearranger. Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
But is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
this young man adds a
Can we do
capital
it?
G before the H in his yeags and args. This produces a guttural, Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it. Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name. Could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
So this is the famous Van Eyck I'm hearing?
You know about him?
He moves his mouth, but the sound doesn't come out. His eyes are the size of saucers. Looks like you've rendered him speechless.
You know Van Eyck?
We did it! Yeah, I'm a major egghead.
Wow!
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
So am I! So am I!
He begins to shake his head so everyone would understand.
Oh!
We did it!
Is that why they call you?
I think we did it!
Because
Egghead to the mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man! The advent?
We did it!
We're close. True, hard, full, car! It's hardcore!
I don't know what to say to that.
Skibber.
Alright.
hi again. So, how things going?
I know Noid has his signs, but what's the deal with Egghead here?
He's a quiet man. Mostly communicates through music and by being a master of ceremonies.
What's Master of Ceremonies?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer. Gets the people going.
Okay.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you then. An MC for short.
And how do you communicate with him? Oh my god, don't want to know how many times I clicked through this little cryptic game of Egghead. I think I could do it many times and still not figure it out. How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
Egghead has cowboy boots. I never noticed. He does have cowboy boots, doesn't he?
The man smiles mysteriously choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Alright, logic, let's roll. Got it. Oh,
Don't
that's
add
lucky.
up. Let's take a look.
Alright, logic.
How about gather around, kids?
Wonder if you get them somehow. Game is filled with so much content you never see. Exactly, I know. I bet I can. It's a mission. I bet I can get him. Whoop. Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor
Yeah.
and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
I was good enough in this job to be awarded the rank of lieutenant, you traitor. Could have been captain, imagine that.
What happened?
Egghead looked serious suddenly. Life tore me a new asshole. I did. I happened to myself. That's hardcore.
That's a real downer.
He shakes his large head. Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago. There's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent. He senses something is wrong.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs. So I told the missus about me coming out sometime. Oh yeah, Gannon? I was telling my wife about it too.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
Points at the speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend? You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape? That nose fed is here for its active ingredient, the distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab, the ether in the air, a useful solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a solution. Okay. Where's his friend? Did you lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic.
Nuh-uh.
You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool idea too. I can give you a whole tour of Seattle area up here. We can go for a ride on the entire ferry system, which is a great day. Like, I tell you what, super cool. Yeah, we'll discuss it in more detail later, Gannon. You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
Excuse me. The nose fed is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine.
That's
Almost
right.
exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
She also won't be able to make it until next year. That's alright, Entity. It's alright. The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
The ether in the air, a useful solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a solution.
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether.
He smiles nervously. There is no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
He sounds tired. In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's...
He waves his
Come on,
hand.
that's...
Preposterous? Against the law? Punishable by summary execution?
It's not.
His eyes are wide with fear. So what are we gonna do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
We do this lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment. Or you tell me what's really going on, and we'll work from there. I can be lenient. I don't really care. I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want, and I'll do what I want. Let's see. We'll do this lawman style.
Or else?
There's an audible clank as he let his wrench drop into his toolbox. So I call back up and haul you all off to the pen for stars? Or my cut will be 100%. Haven't you heard? I'm the dirtiest cop this side of the river. Oh, we'll see. Now speak.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur. in this
Uh-huh.
city. It's
Entrepreneur.
not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Don't know when mine is either. That's alright, Gannon. I don't know when I'd be able to do it. Gotta get my CDL first, and then we'll be able to go from there.
Because we are! We totally are!
Yeah, come on, Egghead.
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
Speed
You
lab.
know, to get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
Uh-huh.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Whatever you think is right, sir. But please, we were only trying to make a living.
This is it. Judgment time.
Spooky assholes moved in. That's right, ice cream time. There you go, Ganon. Get the ice cream. Let's see, we got give me your cash, ask for a bribe. Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for anodic music. It wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to do to keep the club alive. Give me your cash.
Come on, man.
He looks surprised.
Really?
The young man doesn't move.
I want the money.
His earrings rattle from the tension. With his jaw clenched, he says,
No fucking way.
Yes, fucking way.
The would-be leader points at his friend. His finger shakes in the air.
without a word,
Woohoo.
the other speed freak
Woohoo.
pulls a red wallet out of the toolbox and hands it to you. The disdain is palpable. His eyes pierce you like lightning as he lets go of the wallet.
Now give me the rest.
We don't have any more money. You robbed us blind.
Didn't rob nothing.
Ask for a cut. It's the right time to become business partners.
Okay. Oh. 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 Oh my gosh. Florida Panther with the $51. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, you're awesome. Oh, and the video's not even glitching out. Oh my gosh. It's like we got a DBZ break right now. Oh my gosh.
Florida Panther 13
Oh.
tipped $51. You seriously
Fifty-
rock. Shala, head Shala, hey man, I really enjoy the streams. I don't never have interest in the games you play outside of your streams, but you make them so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
I love your character and you're gonna really big soon. You're such an awesome person and keep up the grind.
Thank you so much, Florida. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Florida. Oh. You don't know how much that means. Like, honestly, that really means a lot right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, I can't express it any more than like what I'm doing right now. I'm seriously thankful to you. Thank you so much, Florida Panther. You rock. You're totally awesome. Like, this is awesome. This is you. Like, even beyond my camera here. Like, seriously. You're amazing. Thank you so much for the support, Florida Panther. I am just beyond words now. Thank you so much. That's right, you're now the biggest tipper. Let's go! What?
Watiaz is now following. Welcome to the dojo.
Thank you for the follow, Wadias. Welcome to the dojo. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on right now. You know what? Goodness gracious. I think we need to try and become business partners with this guy.
Okay, that's cool with us, right?
Okay. Back to the... $51. Gotcha, Bats. Whoa!
Mxcanon 2018 just gifted 1 subs.
Holy cow!
Watiaz just
Oh my gosh.
subscribed.
Watias, thank you for the sub, and Ganon, Thank you for the gifted sub. Oh my gosh. There's so much going on screen right now. You guys are amazing. Like, seriously, you guys are all flippin' awesome. Oh my goodness. Gotcha, Bass. I don't think that emote came through. Watias, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Community growth hour. It is. Oh, it's an hour of love. Hour of true community here. I don't think the other one has shown up yet. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, you guys are just... Ah. Can't believe it. His friend nods. His huge peroxide blonde head.
10%.
Oh my gosh. 10%? No, I need more.
Noid. We could use a partner on the other side. It's safer with someone watching over the operation, keeping the other cops out of our soup. How does 35% sound?
50%. We do this even or not at all.
Okay. I want you to know there's no bad blood here.
Alright, I get 50% of all their
You deliver
stuff.
us the church and keep the law away from it, and we'll give you your share, alright? Be sure to return
Hardcore
every
to the
couple of months for your
mega.
pay.
Yes. Hang on, I thought I'd get some money quickly.
Come now. It will take weeks to get everything set up, start making the produce, and deliver it round to the needy. This is a lengthy process.
It's all about growth and support. Yes, it is, Ganon. Oh my gosh. You've been, like... To make it as funny as possible, you've been the jockstrap to my streams. There for support and keeping everything together. I'm sorry. No, how about this? You're the bra of my streams. Close to my heart and there for support.
Okay, we're all cool now, right?
Oh.
What's the next step? What's going to happen now? As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Guys, you're all awesome. You're so awesome. Like, I feel like I've got the greatest group on Twitch
We're
here.
close. True, hard, full, car.
Say nothing.
Hardcore.
Say
Hardcore
nothing.
to the mega.
Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary. No, still say nothing.
All car. All right.
Say-
Yeah.
Say nothing.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime, invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore. Ah.
He lets out an agonized roar over the feverish, obviously not too hardcore beat below. So hardcore!
Is it though?
He stops dead in his tracks, tilting his head to the side. It is!
But is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the other side like an owl. Ooh, we got him on the other side.
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
Help me out. Ganon, anytime you need help with anything, as far as streaming and all that is concerned, or anything in general, you know, you can always hit me up. I'm happy to help. Anybody else who's in my chat, too. If you need help with anything, any assistance on Twitch or anything like that, just hit me up in a message. I'll see what I can do. See, I was thinking that, too.
I am the mic enforcer. I am the chicks checker. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this again.
We're
Gonna get it.
close. True, hard,
Nothing.
hardcore.
Nothing.
Hardcore to the
Nothing.
internally coherent.
Still say nothing.
Hardcore.
He
Nothing.
furrows his brow.
Hard.
So
Is it
hardcore.
though?
It is.
But is it? I mean, really?
I did help you out with Pokemon. That was the earliest interaction. Whoa! Whoa!
Florida Panther 13 just gifted 5
Ah.
subs.
Please design overlays, edit thumbnails, and spam the internet for me. I wish I could, Wadias. If I could design overlays, like, I'd be doing better than I got right here. Oh. Florida Panther with the 5 gifted subs. Oh my gosh. Wow. That makes... Oh, we had a level 3 hype train. Holy cow. So give it one to King Llama the First. Spank Monkey got another one. Doltree, Andor Jaded Goose, and Darkonus all got subs. Holy cow. Whoa, let's go. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. The hype train is in, everybody. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. You guys are killer. This is not what I expected tonight.
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle
I don't know
of
what to say
Under the
exactly.
radar. Over the top.
Yeah, everyone goes over to the Black Belt Barber. That's right. Woo!
What he has just gifted one
Yo!
subs.
Guitar type. There you go. Yeah! Oh my goodness. Oh.
True, hard, full, car.
Florida Panther saying, yo, everyone go sub to the Black Belt Barber. That's right. Gotta make this channel top tier. Beyond top tier. Over the top. I want to go and shake hands with somebody like Point Crow. But only because I think he's a really cool dude and I'd like to hang out with him.
Hardcore.
Still saying nothing.
Hardcore is internally coherent. All car. All
He furrows his brow.
hardcore.
Yeah, keep it going. We need to get it going. We're almost to the next level of hype train. No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it
The
isn't.
question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Oh, come on, we almost got it.
Close.
Let's go.
Hardcore is internally coherent. All car.
He furrows.
Hard.
The question is,
Just answer the
but
question.
there was no question.
Gosh darn it.
We're close. True. Hard.
We are
full, hardcore.
core, close.
Hardcore is internally all car. All right.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore.
The question is, what? But there was a question?
There was a question? No, there wasn't. Spam puzzle. There you go, spam the puzzle. Whoa! Yeah!
2018 just gifted one subs.
Woo! Oh, another gifted sub. Oh, thank you, Ganon. Getting one to Lexi Loddles there. They're a fresh follower, too. Oh my goodness.
Hardcore is internally coherent.
It's wondering.
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeko Kata, the place to be.
Can't handle all this. It's too much for me. Spanky, you stay right here and you watch what's going on. You've been here for so long. You need to experience it. Said that before. What is this Yeko Kata, the place to be? What does that mean? I'm beginning to think this really doesn't have anything to do with... Let's see.
Yeko Kata is a hardcore place.
Alright, we're hitting it. Now that I remembered you stream on Twitch, I'll be in here all summer. Sick. Oh, thank you so much, Florida Panther. Oh my goodness.
Is an abbreviation from the Gradian term.
Now we wait for the
Zone of
talking.
Ecological Catastrophe.
Did we hit it?
An agricultural megaproject
Did we
in
make
the
it?
extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer.
Ganon, I'm gonna admit, I'm super happy too. Like, this is an amazing night. Like, my heart is like, it's going crazy.
An intricate system for irrigation.
You guys are all so awesome. Like,
marking the
really,
earth.
you guys are all
Intermittent seas
amazing.
of phosphorus mud,
Oh,
ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
alright, we'll get through this puzzle. We're almost there.
Big club. True. Hardcore. Hardcore is. Here comes the night.
I said, alright, okay, that's not it.
True.
Boom,
Hardcore is
boom.
internally coherent.
Wondering.
Good morning, yeah. It's the message, so listen and you will see. No illusion. The spirit is what you feel.
Okay, let's go again.
We're close. True. Hardcore is internally coherent. All car. All right. Yeah.
Please tell me, what exactly are you doing?
Gotta get the people going.
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
Ooh. Level 2 hype train and moat has been achieved, everybody. Yes. Boom. There we go. Man, chat that out. Bang. God, we're over halfway to getting long dark now. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. That's an adorable pug. Hype high. Twitch hype train. Let's see. What is a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
There is a place far away in Cutler.
Okay, that's not it. Let's keep going. Let's go again.
Close. True. Hardcore is internally coherent. All car. Gotta get the people.
I see.
Request. I want.
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Florida Panther 13 just subscribed.
Oh my gosh. Florida Panther, thank you for your own sub. Oh my god. You guys are all awesome. Like, seriously. You're making it so hardcore.
True. Hardcore. Internally coherent. All-core. All right.
He furrows his
Is it though?
Just thinking that a moment ago.
Mind, one spirit.
Okay, we're gonna get this. There's only so many combinations left.
Internally coherent. All-core.
he furrows his
Is it though? But is it? I mean, really?
The question, what is the question? Thank you for the $5, Watias! Oh my gosh!
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried if
Oh my gosh! Just coming for himself. There you go, Florida Panther. That's right. Hilo ka palma wa.
the skin on your back is crawling. So
Oh.
there is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Lane.
Everybody needs to get in here for this.
Don't be alarmed. Everything's okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything's still
Sub goal within reach. That's right, we're almost there.
What's he looking
Ryan says, sorry I haven't been joining for your stream, son, because I caught a
What
cold.
has tipped
Not
$5.
COVID. Thank goodness.
You seriously rock. Chala, head Chala, get everyone in here. Now. Less than 3.
Rustic! 52! Oh! Pump it! Oh my gosh! You guys are awesome! Yeah! Let's go! Oh my goodness, Ryan, you showed up for a fun one. Say hi to YouTube, by the way. 52! 52! Oh, no lag, please. Get to the Chala, head Chala. Please. Oh. God, I love it. That's right, Florida Panther. You've been dethroned as the biggest shipper. Now it's Rustic Fryer.
Rustic Fryer tipped $52. You seriously rock. Chala, head Chala, for all the dough you saved me on Pokemon Smile.
Aw, thank you, Rustic. I'm happy to save you money on all that. $1 for every week of the year. That's right. You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with music? Okay, yeah, give that jiggle jiggle wiggle wiggle look. You said you're worried. What do you think is wrong with the
There's
music?
nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
You guys are amazing. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy.
You're all so
you know?
awesome.
For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last
It's not
month.
gonna last to be
and will
really
continue
Florida
pumping for
Panther.
the rest of
Rustic,
51.
take that as a threat.
Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
Is that a threat or a promise, Florida Panther?
It's like it's only ultra.
Only
I think it's
ultra.
Super hardcore. But you're
Nothing
right.
worried. How
It's
about
not
worried
hyper
about
hardcore.
donations and subs? Speaking of subs, everybody who's watching on YouTube, don't forget to sub to the channel here. You know, we get some pretty crazy stuff going on. And visit us on twitch.tv. We have a good time.
If anything, it sounds a bit
Oh my
proto,
gosh.
like it's not fully formed yet.
Ah.
You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
You guys are so cool. Like, I feel like I've got the greatest Twitch community in the world. I promise. Nice, Florida Panther. Rustic, take that one to heart, alright? 354 followers. We passed 350 follows. That's right, we are. We passed 350. We're on our way to 400. 500. Hopefully then, after that, 1,000. It's gonna take a while, but we'll get there. Let's go! That's right, Gannon. It's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow, culture cop. I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then?
Ooh,
I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head.
Egghead.
This is not hardcore. How could anything be?
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question? Hyped like this. Yeah.
This is the answer.
Oh, left arm curls, you got it. I'm on it. I'm sorry, I bumped the microphone. I apologize for that. Yeah. 1. Try to think if anything could make it harder core.
What?
2.
Guys,
3.
there's something
4.
happening in his head.
5. 6.
As your mind
7.
works, the beat recedes
8.
from your ears.
9.
You hear your
10.
own blood
11.
pulsing through your head,
12.
nourishing your
13.
thoughts with oxygen.
14.
The rhythm
15.
is familiar.
16. Think even harder.
Oh yeah.
17.
He's
18.
doing it.
19. 20.
But you're not.
Anyone else want to take a shot
This
at
is
Rustic?
the
There you go, Florida
certainty
Panther.
that
Drop the
matter
challenge on
surpasses
everyone.
The limits of reason.
1. 2.
The
3.
abstract shapes
4.
swelling in the foreground have
5.
done so in vain.
6.
This
7.
is a core matter.
8.
The answer
9.
in the double kick
10.
that moves the
11.
millimeters through your
12.
mind. The
13.
dull thud is the
14.
source of all.
15.
The
16.
inspiration behind
17.
mathematics.
18. 19. 20. Ah, there we go.
The hardcore.
The hardcore. Think even harder.
Oh yeah.
He's doing it! Shout out Rustic Fryer. I wish I could. But it's like exclamation mark in the full shout out. But you gotta be a mod to do that one, Ryan.
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me. Piano time, there you go.
The abstract, the hardcore.
I know. So does mine.
He laughs and shakes his head.
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Me being the police isn't going to help us.
Oh.
Do it again.
Uh-huh.
It's more likely to hinder us.
Oh.
I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra.
Yeah.
Physical instrument. Oh, we are a physical instrument.
All right.
Let's do it. Get that booze on board. Let's go. Get that out of here. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. Drink to the hardcore party, man. Can we do that one? Yes. There's the follow H. When you get back into the church, be sure to revisit Egghead. I will. I will. Don't you worry about that. And you know what? Because we're at this point, we have one last speed of Saint Baptiste. Boom. Hit it all. Heal up everything. There we go. Cool. What is this? Coupri Lounge Engine Starting Fluid. Oh, okay.
The large-headed youth.
Good morning.
Are you...
Yeah. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up.
Easy. That's right, Wattius. Alright. You a thought reader?
No nation, but trans nation. No war,
But class var. Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't.
Jermaine
just
here.
yells random
Jermaine.
things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah. Revolution imperative.
Pokemon be like, stop critting me! That's right, Ryan. Let's see. So, Lieutenant Kim is waiting outside like, this guy is here. All this shouting and everything. Oh my gosh.
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
You know what? Let's lie. I do not stop the hype. That's right. Keep it up, Ryan.
That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop, too.
So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist?
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell.
Okay.
He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a
Jeez.
communist, though.
Yeah. With the rebel yell.
She cried more, more, more. Best not to be a communist. Having extreme views on issues is detrimental to understanding all sides.
Oh sure. I can do that.
It's Pikachu!
It's
Fuck!
Please don't turn him into a moralist.
You know, people haven't used that one in a long time.
I don't even know what
Right?
to say to that.
It's been a while since somebody used that one. Thanks for using that one, Florida Panther. Let's see. Wait, what am I saying? You should consider your choice carefully and rationally. That's it.
Aye.
You guess Egghead is a moralist now. Yeah, tell me something else, Egghead.
It's time to compromise.
There's you with an almost impossibly wide shining grin, looking to see if you approve.
Well done.
Thank you.
You were close.
Almost there. Could use just a bit more something.
I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which...
You feel Jermaine
pleases no one.
Egghead's smile is too enthusiastic. But it'll have to do for now.
No nation, but it's time to incremental change.
Appropriate.
I'm swiftly moving.
You feel Jermaine Egghead's...
Is your real name Jermaine?
Hardcore.
D'accord, hardcore.
Egghead.
What happens to the kazoo?
Basically, yes, it
I
is.
moved it off there because people just weren't using it. You stream every single day. Florida Panther, I stream every single day. Until I get my commercial driver's license, at which point it might not be every day, but I'll still try and do every single day for streaming Florida Panther. I am here every day around the same time, like around midnight my time, which is Pacific Standard Time. Why are the lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love.
L'amour, la compassion, l'autodiscipline.
Love.
There you go.
In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This
Yeah,
strange,
Egghead,
jealous
get it.
feeling grows on, cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge
Hey.
accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipated into your neck. Feels good.
Feels
like a
good,
spark of life
baby.
in that moribund sponge you call your body.
All right, physical instrument, let's go.
You
Got
know
it.
in your lungs where the pressure
My friend is
should
now in Canada.
vibrate,
Is now
and
in
your
Canada
heart
now.
is
Hey, there you go.
and in your solar plexus where the hits should
Bloodspot
land.
had fun with that one.
So
Hey,
does
Ryan
every chordate animal.
needs more bass.
What?
You know, it makes a sudden move like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. Good melody is what makes a song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know. I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
I could tell.
He feels ashamed. He can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Oh dear. Okay, I'll look into it. I'm in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder. And I'll see if I come up with something on my own, a citizen investigation. Do it.
The young man falls silent with appreciation.
Fun fact,
He
ladybug
even
males
tries
are
to
smaller than
contain
females.
his
That's
smile,
true.
As if it could hinder your investigation.
Florida Panther says, tell me more about your commercial license because if I'm being honest, I have no clue what you're talking about. Alright, so Florida Panther, what I've done in recent months was go through commercial driver's school to drive like semi-trucks. I forget what other people call them, but like they're the big trucks that pull like the cargo containers and stuff like that, or like a cement mixer truck, that sort of thing. I completed my school in March and I've been waiting for a test date. And once I have that test date and I get my commercial driver's Class A license, then I'll be able to drive large trucks around, make a lot of money at it, and be able to provide better for my family. Because at this point, I don't have anything going on job-wise except for this. So that's the whole thing. I went through school for commercial to obtain a Class A commercial driver's license, and here we are. Ferris says, hello Ferris, welcome to the stream, how are ya? Let's see, Ryan says, also another fun fact, Black Widow, when mating, the female eats the male with its sperm to have babies. Not always, there's only 2 species of Black Widow spiders where the male gets eaten like that, at least recorded so far. Most of the time the males do escape, but what did you know that Black Widow males generally will go and destroy parts of the female Black Widow's web, so that way other male Black Widows don't find her and mate with her first?
Basically, what you need to find here
I'm doing
is a
great,
tape with some
Ferris.
banging music
Having a
on
killer
it,
stream
so
tonight.
that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Maybe.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. A
I don't know,
magnetic
Florida
tape
Panther.
is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
So, Florida Panther, I had a test date. It was scheduled for a very inconvenient time because it was after my medical card for the Department of Transportation ran out. So I got that all solved up, got another test date, fell sick before that test date, and now I'm at the bottom of the list and have to wait. Ryan says, I'll do more fun facts later, next minute. Alright. Ferris, yes. It's been an amazing night. Absolutely outstanding tonight. Let's see. A real magnetic tape is caught in the branches like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind. Hawthorne tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. Okay. It feels cold.
Does it?
Looks around, looking for the cold.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge.
Okay.
The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that! I could have said that!
and the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
Shake it off.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
Have a tape with me.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the
Oh, no.
space escape! Yeah!
Give him the great door gunner mega mix.
Alright!
Snatches the tape from your hand and attaches it to the empty reel slot. Uh-oh.
No! No, no! This is gonna make people
Let
scared.
go!
Keep it positive! Keep the love in the house!
Okay, never
Come
mind.
on.
He's like, no, that is not good. This is not a good thing. Alright. Lieutenant Kim, I have the key. We need to talk to her first, though.
The shaggy-haired girl.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With
Feels
the
dank,
church,
man. There
I
you
mean.
go. I'll help you, alright?
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya?
Your
We've been
associates...
waiting for weeks here.
Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan?
I did, and I'm sorry.
She doesn't appear
For what
surprised.
it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't
Oh.
go into the tent.
Colors changed.
Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I don't care. I'm loco. I just wanted you to know I know about the plan.
Okay, but I still regret it.
Here's another
I
way.
should have been able to
Fact
control
may
them.
be disturbing.
And I
Hit
will
us
in
with it,
future.
Ryan.
May I ask? What did you tell them?
Love bugs. Mating between love bugs takes place immediately after emergence of the adult females. A male love bug copulates and will remain paired up until the female has been fully fertilized. Sounds about right. Do I try to lie in front of Lieutenant Kim? No, he knows I'm corrupt. Let's do it.
Oh,
John smiles but then decides not to. There's a moment of silence.
okie dokie then.
Wonderful.
Lieutenant
And I
sits
sure
looking at the
really
ocean.
needed another cup for hire. Maybe later we can go and get some donuts.
Oh no. You know a good donut joint?
No. Conduct your side interview and let's move on to the case at hand.
Ally sus, that's right.
So,
Young woman looks at you, then Lieutenant, then you again, then at the shore, she seems
She
uncomfortable.
doesn't get confused often, but she's definitely confused now.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
Look, I'm into cryptids,
She's
okay?
less prone to blurt it out, Crabman, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You
Okay.
know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall.
Crawl down the wall.
Upside
Another
down like
fact.
a
This
crab.
fact is weird, but
Down
Mother
the church
Nature.
wall.
That's right. Go for it,
I think
Ryan.
the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
I'd walk
Like
up.
a crab, you say?
Lieutenant nods. His face is stone. What did this crab man look like?
It was too dark.
She shakes her
I
head.
couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all
Okay.
muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top.
Yeah, I got a mesh
I know
tank
it sounds
top in this game.
ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
The crab and the banger?
Let's see. Moth bagworms. Female moth bagworms can't be a moth, but males can be a moth. Yes, that's right. That's exactly it.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
A gangster crab man. You're wrong, I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a lie. Oh, what would you stand to gain? Looks like moth them. There you go.
Anyway, what else?
I'd like to know more about your
My
associates.
associates?
She
I
pulls on
haven't
her
got much
fingers.
to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about
and
my
Wormina,
friends
you're right.
and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
A silverbird. Aha! Okay, maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Okay. Alright, let's go into this church. We're already at this point. We can do this. We can go into the church now. Oh. There it is. So you're right, a white-bellied cormorant eyes you suspiciously. Huh, it's fun. How does a caterpillar mate with a moth? Good question. Maybe you don't want to know the answer to that one, Ryan.
Heavy wooden doors.
Over with the key.
lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open. Feels like electricity.
That's right,
and a very
Shivers.
small piece of nothingness.
Get it, Shivers.
Let's go.
Pull on
As
the
you
doors.
do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area.
Alright.
Its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum.
You have a fear of bugs and arachnophobia, fear of spiders, but I love its facts. That's right. Wouldn't the fear of bugs be like entomophobia? Because entomology is the study of bugs. Not to be confused with etymology, which is the study of words, but entomology, study of bugs. So wouldn't entomophobia be the fear of bugs in general?
In the heart of the city.
Let's go! Holy crap. Okay. This is a big place. Spiders are not technically insects. Technically, they're definitely not insects. They're just not part of it. Should walk here, not run, huh? You don't mind me asking, what state do you live in? A state of confusion. No, I live in the state of Washington. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. So no running in this place, huh? Chest wooden figure looks half finished. Looks like it's trying to become one with the church. This figure was added later. It's not part of the original church. Okay. Let's do something here real quick. Sometimes it doesn't work until I do this stuff. What's interactable here? Nothing. Why did interact pop up? Alright. Oh yeah, there's dust falling down here. Okay, there's stuff up there. Prayer book has been left open. Bowl's filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. These wires work as contact microphones. They could.
The silence in this part of the church,
Ah!
it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore.
The only thing of its insect vibes is its natural habitats and its mating. Like the peacock spider, they dance to attract the females, but other bugs can't do that. Not all other bugs can't.
Maybe if
Some
you
of them
were to
do.
stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow. If not blotted out outright. Truly unusual.
Okay.
You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Turn to Kim. What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
But Dust Talks the Pokemon is based on the Toxic Moth and Toxic Moth mating season dances. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing. It's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Maybe they wanted to discourage singing and dancing?
Could be.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Alright, let's see beyond the shadows. Got it. Boom! That's a hard red check, I bet. But I was ready.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
On the ceiling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. It's climbing. Climbing down, holding on the beams.
Follow the shadow's movement.
It's not a shadow anymore. Becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Crab?
Officer, is there something up there?
Lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is you are seeing.
Oh no. You've lost sight of it. Where did it go? Prepare for an attack.
Blink. Oh! Oh, there they are.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you.
See them? Right there?
Dark
You see it?
eyes.
When am I going to end my stream? In a little bit. I want to do some stuff here in the church first. We'll figure out when. Soon enough, Florida Panther. Soon enough. But, maybe not for, like, at least 20 more minutes. Maybe 30 even.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
That's bothersome. Run. Did you know in the eastern... Oh, what is this? Pain threshold. Mesk banger silk scarf. In eastern Japan, they check their areas for the chicks. Yeah, they check it. Actually, they do that with turkeys as well, Ryan. Basically what they do is they open up... This is a really fun fact for those of you who are squeamish. So, they'll take little chicks, turkey chicks, or baby chickens, and they'll turn them upside down, they'll press on them a little bit, and it pops out their cloaca a little bit. There'll be a little bump if it's a male, and there'll be no bump, it'll be smooth, it's female. So there you go. I hope you like that fun fact that's a little bizarre. The spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Shoes? Are these shoes? I'll take the shoes. Ooh, Mesk Banger's red bruises. Take the money. Always like the money. Let's talk to the shadowy figure. You, sir! In the rafters! Hello, sir! Males are called Toms. Thought they were called Rexes.
Is that a man? A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently. The crab man.
Tiago. Hey, who's there? Don't say nothing, be quiet for now.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Alright, Tiago.
That accent is Villalobos.
That's right, Villalobos.
Peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershaw. Hold on. Stop it right there. Pussy, what's with this?
Not scared, I just don't understand why the female sexual organs have to be associated with weakness. Hold your peace.
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
Sorry, I'm not coming out of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
Sheesh! I guess I'm policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Oh, yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I can smell the control all the way over here.
Doing just fine, thank you. Okay, fine, I'm struggling, but you don't need to lecture me. I know what I need to do.
Not all of it. I was like you once.
Were you?
You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your
Albino.
Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Alright, Kim.
If the lieutenant agrees, then maybe, just maybe, you should pay attention.
Intervention time, I suppose?
Look at these crazies. What is this?
There it is.
A fucking intervention.
See, this is all well and good, but we need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of ecclesiastic property.
The only thing we need to talk about is how the mother can really help you, Holmes.
Sorry, Tiago, his voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence.
Ah.
You are welcome.
No wonder it's quiet. He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take
This
it all
Mother
in.
of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame.
A flame, huh?
Flickering along the rafters and beams.
He pauses.
It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you also carve all those sculptures?
Sure am.
All right.
Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands.
All
Now
right.
I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
Alright, Tiago.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
It's as if these figures are trying to become one with the church, or perhaps with the mother herself. You got some nice curves going there. They seem a tad derivative. You're promoting the objectification of women with your reactionary depiction of female bodies. Honestly, I don't get it. All these figures, no. You got some nice curves going there.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crab man and a wood carver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me. Start again from scratch.
That's not really the point, I say.
Oh, come on.
You gotta give yourself over to service.
No.
Service of the mother, that is.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name.
Tiago.
But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak.
Who has nice curves? Yeah, the figures that this guy carves in the wood in this church.
Your place amongst your fellows.
And yours truly.
Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Yeah, getting those curves up. Let's see. My name's Harry Dubois. My place. No, extend your hand in greeting. My name's Harry.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He ignores your hand, his limbs a mere shadow below the ceiling. Alright. Alright. Got a lot of notifications on my phone. Good lord. Let's see. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness.
Rustic, if you're still here.
Was built around it for purposes of veneration.
Rustic, let me know if you're still in chat. I'm curious about something.
by the silence bestowed by the mother.
Do the light ground in the background make it B?
I'd be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Hang on. Let's do a different color. Let's do that one. That's a good one. Hang on. Let me do this in style. Hang on. Rustic, did you manage to actually see Tiago here? Yes, they do make a B, if you can see that. Ta-da! There you go. Yes, they do. Yeah! Alright. They certainly do make a B. Alright. There and play. I like to have them sparkling though right now. See, what's the mother of silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, S.A. She is
excuse
one
me.
who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
Well, Rustic, I'm glad that you got the same kind of
His
dialogue that I got
adoration is
here.
beyond sexual.
Ooh.
This cavity is something that no human form has.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation? Did not have your feminist dialogue options, so aha, there you
I
go.
will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
Ooh, boy. You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Yeah, the electro stuff is pretty intense.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you. To his very own self.
Faith is a kind of drug.
I heard that before, Way.
Shakes
And
his
I know
head.
I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
Hey, not judging. Got drug problems myself.
I can see, and it saddens me. But devotion can save you.
I think love
It
might
saved me.
have been my drug of choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it. What is Long Dark? The Long Dark is like a survival, almost horror game set in like the like the Yukon territory up in Canada, like desolate, frozen wasteland, wolves trying to attack you, and it's like hyper realistic on what happens. Like if you just let yourself get wet because the snow was on your clothes and it melted, you'll start suffering from hypothermia in the cold, and you need to build fires and everything. Your tinder can get wet and you can't start a fire, that sort of thing. It's just another survival game. It's got a nice long story to it. And there's a lot of people who really like watching it, and I've watched a bit of it too. It seems very fun to watch. Like, you go into a place of refuge, and you can break down all the furniture in there, set it on fire to use, to keep yourself warm, and that kind of stuff. And as Rustic says, friend showed me The Long Dark when it released many years ago. Exactly. And a lot of people love it, and it's been updated over and over again. It's got a nice long story, and there's a lot of challenge modes too. It does sound cool, and it's the kind of thing that's like up my alley for streaming. I have a hard time playing those games by myself without a stream going.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love.
Kind of like Subnautica. I love Subnautica. Absolutely love that game. Unfortunately, that friend went crazy. Oh dear. Was it because of The Long Dark?
The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
Let's agree to disagree. Have you heard of The Quarry? The Quarry?
I know it will take time.
I've
Don't sweat it.
I've not heard of The Quarry.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Okay. The Quarry. Video game. Quarry. Interactive drama horror video game developed by 2K Games. Okay. Shoot, I'm down to play any game. Drama horror sounds pretty fun. Sounds like a lot of good story. Drugs in his own brain. That's right, Rustic. That's right. Let's see. Still don't understand what you're doing in this church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
You should sing for me, the superstar cop. Yes.
I ain't from no Marietti.
Oh,
if
come
that's
on.
what you're thinking.
Tiago.
And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Tiago.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins. He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
Alright, how'd you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was.
Alright, Tiago.
Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
These yours?
I think they were. A long time ago.
Looks at the red clothing items in your
I
hand.
had to shed them like skins.
Okay.
To get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Have I heard of Until Dawn? I have, and I think I watched somebody play it a long time ago. Long time ago. Oh, I only saw somebody play a tiny chunk of it. Never actually watched somebody play all the way through it. Yeah. Again, I've heard of it, watched somebody play a chunk of it, but never watched somebody play all the way through it. That's another one that'd be pretty cool.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Watchy is thinking of playing the quarry this weekend? Nice, go for it. Been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
He responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Quarry is closely resembled to Until Dawn. Apparently it's a spiritual successor, at least that's what, Google wants to say.
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Yeah, maybe why you want to try it out? Nice, Wadi is. Nice. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Do they have reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
Though he used to, a long time ago.
So what do you think about the nightclub, that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
There you go, Tiago.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Mm-hmm. Quarry's like Butterfly Effect game where you choose what happened, and it apparently has 186 different endings. Ha! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful Florida Panther. The multiple endings. The insane amount of replayability. I love that sort of stuff. Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa.
He laughs.
Don't know, Holmes.
Wait, so there is another person living in the church, and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes.
Ah.
She's actually quite young.
Scratches
or
his
maybe
head.
Not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Wait, what if it's Ruby?
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
Lieutenant seems to be thinking the same. He takes out his little notebook.
You mean like a fugitive?
Glanced at the abandoned radio computer on the other side of the nave, pulsing with light, then he shakes his head.
No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines.
I see.
Lieutenant seems
And
content
where's
with that
she now?
answer.
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs.
Or search through her radio computer.
Alright then, thanks. Thanks. Ese. Ah, tear! Finally! Sweet money! Is there more? I need it. I will run around this church as much as I want to. There's no stopping me. Not on this night. Okay, here we go. Blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Something to do with radio's frequencies. Uh-huh. Okay, what about this? 2 decks of reel-to-reel states spinning on empty. Okay, interesting. How about this? Portable Harman Wildsheet tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the
it's
stained
one of
glass
these.
window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer.
Said the lieutenant, stepping
And
closer.
this time it's already turned on.
Seems cautious around the machine.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the Doom commercial area. Wait, let me just investigate it.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the
Nice
Ream
interface.
Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a
Feld?
Ream-compatible interim printer.
Let me just investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Okay.
An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon.
Oh, it's her again.
Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Fortress accident on Saint-Brune.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you.
It's not clear whether she
Please
recognizes your voice.
repeat. Is this the personal log?
Fortress accident, like the one in the Doom commercial area?
I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brune, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brune. That's the church.
Okay.
And Rue de Saint-Ghilaine? That's the Doom commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just said log February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
Oh, Tiago. Password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. Unless we want to wait for a month.
Okay.
Now, can you
I don't
proceed?
know.
I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, when I finish with this call.
Goodbye. But
The machine's keyboard is
Print.
Nothing happens.
Okay, leave. What'd I get? Oh. Oh, the shoes, that's right. Alright. Alright, Tiago. Show me, or tell me, what's the password?
Oh, hey, Wade. There's coffee in the back.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that.
Hmm.
Coffee and stale cookies.
Have you, by any chance, heard the viejita say the password to a radio computer?
Too many times, Esse. You need it for something.
Yes, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is Afterlife death.
Stained glass interactable. I do know that.
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear
Anilita Pequeña. What's that about coffee? I feel like I've heard it somewhere
Look,
before.
man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
Not about the coffee.
I think we're done here, SF.
We leveled up? Hey, he crawls to the darkness.
That was an interesting conversation.
All right.
However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
Alright, I have 2 skill points to spend, which I'm not going to do just yet. Let's interact with the stained glass then.
In white, silver, and apricot veils,
Hello,
the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty.
That's right.
This is her innocence, Dolores Day.
Dolores Day.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Kneel.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Close your eyes first.
The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you, it covers you from the wind outside.
My cam background looks like the disco I'm about to set up in church. Hell yeah! I can even do something even crazier. Give me a second here. I can change the color that's over my head. The entire color of the room. Give me just a second here. And I'll put it on party mode if I can. Is that gonna do it? You gotta change. There you go. Strobe effect might be better. There it goes. Let's do fade. Edit it. Speed is up. Okay, good. We're good. Set. Boom. So now the colors change. Yeah, mega! It's mega hardcore!
The ocean feels distant. Its ebb and flow blocked off by the centuries-old pinewood sarcophagus around you.
Pinewood Derby, yo.
In the darkness, you sense her eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope.
Open your eyes.
The woman looks down at you, kneeling. She towers
So many great
among
characters
her
in
followers,
the game. Yes.
architects,
Oh.
laymen, courtiers.
So many.
There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive.
Ah.
You. No, she doesn't care about you. She only cares about her shiny sovereign's orb and her silk robes and getting to the aerodrome on time to leave.
It's compassion, it's remorse, it's mourning. It's mourning.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same as you get up.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
I need visual calculus. Really don't have good visual calculus. Take it all. Boom. That's better, but it's not great. Turn away for a moment. Need the cigarettes. Gotta get my smoke on. Running out of these. Running out of these red Astras. Visual calculus. We also need to get our clothes on. What we got for visual calculus? Encyclopedia. We'll need that as well. Visual calculus. Where are you? Not conceptualization this time. Visual calculus. Bang. -1. Visual calculus. Okay. Do I have anything that's taking away visual calculus? No, we don't. Okay. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. That should help a bit. Yeah.
The mother
Ma'am.
of humanism stands
That's
above
it
you,
right there.
a precious and complex wax painting.
This is Dolores
The
Day.
old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of this place.
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it.
He lowers his voice.
It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
It's a long time ago.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
He looks at the machinery lying around.
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? There it is again. A small pang of guilt. It's time to ask him what happened here.
Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes.
There's a pause and he
There was a
continues.
police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces.
Oh, that's rough.
The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Who conducted this raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I don't remember being here.
I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten.
Fair,
It
Kim.
happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Kim, are you a follower of DeLoreanism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional.
Ah.
The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Alright, roll for visual calculus.
A
Got
jigsaw
it.
of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath
I
the
love this
younger
stuff.
one, and a text. A light motif below them both.
Who shattered this mosaic?
Unknown.
Okay.
Something during the raid the lieutenant mentioned. Or just hooligans looking for something to break.
Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She's
Okay.
depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other.
Reichsapfel.
This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, farriers, stand in a row guarding her.
Okay.
It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
The motto, what does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
Après la vie, mort. Afterlife, death. Afterlife, death. Life is new. Oh, after death, life is new.
And then, along the left side, Après le monde,
After the monde,
la gré.
la grille.
Après le gré,
The
le monde de
monde de
nouveau.
nouveau.
After life, death.
Ah, the pale.
After
I thought the
death,
gray was the
life
pale,
again.
but guess it's the same.
After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
Lieutenant, this used to say after life, death, after...
Death, life again.
He nods.
After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking.
We're gonna take off.
But sometimes was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
Gannon, you have an excellent night as well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the subs and gifted subs. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, my friend. And I hope you sleep very well tonight, okay? You take care. What's
Justice,
the RCM motto now?
Union, prudence, and force.
I like the other one better.
So do I.
There we go. Step back.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass.
All right.
Nothing has changed
Catch you later.
in her expression.
Now encyclopedia. Where is it? Encyclopedia. I got stuff for encyclopedia. I know I do. I rarely ever have to use my encyclopedia stuff. There it is. Boom. Bang. Got it. More. Is that it? That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Should be enough, though. We shouldn't really need anything else for encyclopedia. Bop.
The mother of humanism.
There we go.
stands
97%.
above you,
Let's go.
precious and common, despite the
Yeah.
damage you've done to yourself. The title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
All right.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
All right. Wait, what exactly is an innocence? I've read a book, but it was fuzzy. Okay, when did she rule? What else do I know about her? I want more. Was there something terrifying about her? Wait, what exactly is
The
an innocence?
highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world's spirit.
A ruler?
More, an innocence is elected to
Okay.
office by the founding party, a precedent
Weird.
that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible.
Okay.
The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries.
Gotcha.
An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
Florida Panther, just now really realizing how much you've grown since I last watched, which was end of October in 2021. That is a long time ago. I've had 10 plus viewers throughout the stream. Nice work, it's great to see you grinding payoff. Thank you, Florida Panther. It's been a lot of work, and honestly, I think the one thing I can say that's really helped is diversifying what I actually play. Granted, I could get a lot of viewers playing Pokemon all the time, but by playing a whole bunch of different kinds of games and different things all the time, I think that people get a more clear idea of what's going on up here. and we can connect better on a personal level. And it's hard to explain what I think about it. That's how you found me? Ah, awesome, Watt. Wattias? Do you want me to just call you Watt or Wattias? Want to check out the games, browse? There you go. That's what I do. There's some people who try and like let's go back to the Pokemon games thing. Some people will like choose to play a Pokemon game and label it as Legends Arceus because it's the most recent one, and people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch some Legends Arceus," and then they find out that it's not the right one. Like you're playing Fire Red? Like no. I always put exactly what I'm playing, so if people are looking for it, they'll find me. Either way, whatever swings. That's right, Watty is Watt. That's right, Watt. Watt sounds good. I like that.
Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia?
Hit it.
Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed.
But yeah, it's a lot of grinding, and I think just being myself has been what the biggest benefit for it is, Florida Panther. And I'm glad you're able to show up then and then show up now and see the difference. I'm glad there is a difference. Also, the camera might be different since then. I don't know. It might be. But I'm happy that I've made a lot of progress, and I'm glad you could see that. Not trying to be like selfish or anything about it, but it really does warm my heart to know that somebody else noticed the effort that I've been putting into it, and I really appreciate your opinion, Florida Panther. You're awesome. I'm sure like the one of the times you played Mine Ratliff. I went to filter, then 0 viewers, and happened to find yours. Ah! Minecraft? Mine Ratliff? I don't know if that's a typo or not. Went to filter, then 0 viewers, and happened to find yours. Camera quality looks really... Thank you. It's actually an older camera that we had laying around that I just hooked up this way, and I think it's looked amazing. Where's this coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
Yeah, there have been a lot of times where I play games and there's 0 viewers, but you know what? I keep at it. And eventually, as I keep playing, more people show up. Minecraft. Alright, that's what I thought. I thought it was Minecraft. Not many people watch my Minecraft stuff. I think I'll need to get quite a few more viewers before people actually watch my Minecraft stuff.
No, you must know.
Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man.
Okay.
A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman.
Alright. But I also got a bunch of other games playing right now, Florida Panther. I've got Phasmophobia that I do every week. I've got Pokemon White version 2 that I play on Wednesday nights, my Wednesday nights. I play Elden Ring on Saturdays and Sundays, and wherever I can fit it in. I've got this on Thursdays and Mondays. And then on Tuesdays, I've got Mario Multiplayer Madness, which is great. It's either Mario Party or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And then wherever I can squeeze it in, I'm also playing Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker on the GameCube. So, a lot of nonsense going on. So yeah, in a way, your diversity in games got me as well. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Florida Panther.
She made the most of her position in the Antediluvian court. A court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze.
You know, thinking back to it, Florida, I remember when you showed up to my stream back during Minecraft. I remember that. Not clearly, no, it's pretty fuzzy, but I do remember that day specifically. I remember chatting with you that first time. Distinctly.
She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent
I wondered where you went, but it's okay.
To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
And yeah, that's another thing. If people drop off and don't watch anymore, it doesn't hurt me. Like, you know, people got other things they're doing. Maybe they didn't like what I was doing at the time. It don't matter. I'm just going to keep playing, and other people will show up and watch, and we're all going to have fun, because I'm here for a good time, here to have fun, and here to play games for my and your enjoyment.
It was on her advice that Irene Le Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
All right.
When her innocence
Let's
was
go,
declared,
Encyclopedia.
and
Let's
the
go.
queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
I deleted twice because you were the only person I watched and I was in school, so I wasn't awake when you were streaming, but I just now remembered that, not to be rude, that you existed. Fair enough. I'm forgettable. Particularly back then, I was very forgettable. Hopefully not so much now, but again, either way, I'm glad that you remembered. And I'm glad that you showed up. I really do appreciate seeing you again, Florida Panther. Yo, what's up, Dino Dan? Playing some Disco Elysium. Having a good time here. Learning about the great Dolores Day.
Filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress.
How's the game? The game is amazing, Dino Dan. We're having a great time in this abandoned church that stood for 300 years without upkeep.
That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
Yeah, now that it's summer, you got me for the summer. Perfect. I love hearing that, Florida. Love it. Best I played lately. Oh, it's an amazing game. And Dino Dan, you should play it. I think you would like it. I know you like, more action-y games, but this is really cool. Like, everybody will play it entirely differently.
As did we all.
I want more.
The lands of the Mez and the Occident, and even far
Give me
away,
all
super
of it.
and windy.
Every last
Altogether,
bit.
21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning. In a city called Advesperasket, in Vesper Messina, her homeland. The name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky.
Right.
She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
She must have been beautiful.
Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother. Insultingly
beautiful.
It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well. Very well.
If you're trying to pick up chicks, just tell them they're insultingly beautiful. Works 93% of the time, every time.
Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly...
How do we know this information?
One of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human.
She might not have been.
Something else.
If her lungs started glowing, I would assume she's not.
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times.
Ugh.
The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes.
That's insane.
This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But...
Let's see. Florida says, just one more shout out on how much dedication and time and effort to stream every day at 12, regardless of how your day was. how tired you are, or if you have 0 people watching, you always have a big smile on your face and engaging personality. Oh, thank you. I've only had to take a couple of days off, and one of them I was very sick and wouldn't have even been able to function. I think the other one, well, and I also had to take a week off at the start of my commercial driver's school, just because I wanted to give my all to it, but still, Rustic baffles me. What, my ability to do this every day? No.
Terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
Look, I just don't understand what sleep is. Oh, was there something bad about her? I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers.
You know, Florida, the big smile on my face almost all the time probably comes from my time being a barber for like 5 years, and anybody who walked into that shop, I had to make their day better regardless of how my day was. So I always had this smile on my face. Sometimes it was a little bit too much, but always had a smile on my face so that way I could make their day even a little bit better than what it was. And sometimes if their day was terrible, I was going to make sure that they had a great day after seeing me. And that's how I want people to be here. If you're here, I want you to have fun and have a good time. If I'm not having a good time, you're not having a good time, nobody's going to watch. I don't get when streamers do that. Like, if you're not feeling it, why are you playing it? So what if a bunch of people requested it? Get into it. If you don't like it, don't get into it. Don't do it. Just be honest. That's all you gotta do. You gotta enjoy what you're doing, particularly in something like this. And I enjoy playing games every single day, so I'm gonna share it with every single one of you who shows up.
She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
What happened?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity.
OBS died. We'll be right back. Hold on, YouTube. Hold on. I swore I didn't just log off of Twitch. We're gonna reconnect. Here we go. Here we go. And you guys on YouTube get to see the back, behind scenes on this. Okay. Are we back? Everybody's got to let me know. Are we back? Sound off if you know I'm here. Everybody see me? Are we good? We good? Good? Got it. Okay. Alright, so Florida. Okay, good. Glad you're here. Saying all I'm saying is I couldn't do it if you was being paid $10,000 to do it. Or 10,000 collards, because I know it says collards. I'm assuming it was a typo from dollars. But I could do this for free, and I have been doing it for free for so long. Like, it's just fun for me.
She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacific, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Well, I'm sorry about the issue there with...
You've stood there for over 5 minutes.
Sorry about the issue with OBS. It does happen from time to time, but this is the first time it's happened in a long time. So I consider myself lucky here on it. I'm just glad I didn't lose all of you.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
Glowing lungs, that's fucked up. Yo, war criminal? No. She's not human.
Okay.
He takes the glasses off to clean them. Then after a while he says,
This church, the coast in general, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in. We should conclude our business and move on.
Turn away. Alright. Right here.
The machine's keyboard.
Let's play
the
again.
speaker comes.
Good afternoon. First good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, I'm finished with the call.
Goodbye, Fortress accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Florida Panther, I'm in Central Time Zone. It's 4:38 a.m. for me, so I'm gonna go to bed. But I really enjoyed the stream and looking forward to more streams and hope you pass your commercial license test. Good night. Good night, Florida Panther. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for your contributions. You're totally awesome. And I hope you have the best sleep you've had in a long time. And if you haven't, tell me about it next time. I'd be happy to commiserate about it, alright? Anyways, take care. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you.
The printer prints out a long text document
Chat to you next
with
time.
dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the printout.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise.
I should have kept that other cube. I could have done this. There you go.
Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place was being deserted.
Hey, I
Rock's frying pan invention is one of my favorites.
But I'll ask around.
As a drying
Need to
pan.
figure out how to get the electricity in.
Hey, you. Finally awake.
No!
There it
God!
is.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Took a bit of setting up to get that one set up right.
The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
See ya, Florida Panther. Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Alright, read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place. That the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics.
Where's the narcotics?
It's a little spooky, all right.
Our character
Still
needs
haven't
them.
figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics?
That's right.
This could prove to be interesting.
Wait, narcotics?
I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids.
Looks at the stained glass window.
Nothing spooky about this place either.
Uh-huh.
It's just abandoned and cold. And
Something-
in an awful part of town.
Something you would say, Kim Kitsuragi.
Then why doth the lieutenant protest against spending time here so often?
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Eska series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna? Probably for this.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
Steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simor for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Okay.
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere.
Oh.
Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though,
They're
fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Stream Elements says that I'm live. Thank you, Stream Elements. Very cool.
Seems
Data
like
loss.
something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying.
Okay.
Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault.
He just
Let's
classes.
just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Read the 5th entry.
12th of February, 51.
12th.
Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church.
Okay.
I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
Lieutenant looks to his right, toward the silence. Read the 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
Interesting.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be? Look at the water basins behind you.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Read the 8th entry.
March 51.
Ah.
Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music. One neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
She must be describing a cell.
A girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read the 9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me. I was the one who broke into the radio computer, and the storekeeper must be Plaisance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Aha!
No. It was a great idea.
Great idea.
You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
Yes!
A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Suna the programmer. Ho 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 ho! We're getting deep now. Alright, Suna.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
Oh, I can't save. Okay, we have to continue. I can assure you I'm an expert circuit bender. I'm not bringing it now. We're looking for a suspect in a murder because we thought they might be hiding here. Yeah.
No one's hiding here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her. After she has rebooted the machine.
Alright. Perfect. Okay. Excellence. Save the game right there. Boom. Drop that save. And that's gonna be it for tonight. That was exciting. That was really cool. So much build up, and then they walk in. Love it. Oh, I can't go any faster than that. There's a way to go really fast. Yeah, my pleasure, Watt. I'm happy to play. Happy to play for you, play for everybody. I love this game. Like, I seriously do. Rustic Friar got it for me, and I'm really happy that they did. But now, it's crazy night, Rustic. Everything's been awesome tonight. Like, seriously, this has been wild. A wild ride from top to bottom. I didn't even know how it was going to go, and I started late and everything, so this is pretty awesome. Anyways, everybody on YouTube, if you're still watching, thank you for watching. Make sure that you like the video, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out. And add a comment. It helps the algorithm. Anyways, if you're watching on YouTube, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.